And the backcourt of Michael with tactics like Bucknell in the first half, but Kansas finally woke up, got things rolling.
They did, and they got it rolling by getting the ball inside and stiffening up defensively. But their defense has not been able to make them turn the ball over. Bucknell only 4 turnovers in the first half. That's a way to stay in a game that your opponent is bigger and stronger than you are.
You look at some of the first half numbers, Bob. Field goal percentage, Kansas shot well at 55%. Bucknell did not score a point in the final 4:33 of that half.
That's right, and the three-point field goal shooting has been anemic for both teams. 3 for 19 for Bucknell, Zippo for 5 for Kansas. Guys shooting blanks out here.
This will be a test for Bucknell, the Bison from the Patriot League. They won the Patriot League tournament. They've been in some tough games at Holy Cross, 61-57. Can they answer down 3 here at the half? They start with a long shot by Lee off the iron, and the Jayhawks rebound.
Well, McNaughton back in the game, the 6'11" player who's very, very solid. Foul trouble in the first half. He's going to play a big role in this game.
Miles to Giddens off the mark. Moody backside board, trying to pull it away from him is Betancourt.
No rhythm in the Kansas offense. 4 guys stand until a pass is made. No coordinated effort other than some high-low plays at the end of the first half.
Simeon popped out, then went back down to the low block. Miles, good front there by Mastropola, who's on the floor with 3 fouls.
And of course, McNaughton not guarding Simeon for fear of getting in foul trouble.
Simeon had 11 in the first half. He starts the second half with a soft touch jumper. Now 6 of 7 from the floor.
You start thinking about Kansas and advancing and whether they can advance or not, or whether they will or not. They've got to get some outside shooting in their repertoire.
There's a shot that falls down. Betancourt. First 3-point field goal since the 14:21 mark of the first half.
Betancourt started hot early in the game and then cooled off considerably like the rest of the Bison. Notice the struggle here by Kansas. 1 pass, not a lot of movement, a lot of standing around and watching.
Cross-court pass, long shot around and out. And Betancourt knocking down the 3, answers back with a rebound. Up top, Mastropolo. Now they see baseline, double team. Simeon comes over on the backside help. Good rotation by Bucknell. The long shot lead. High off the iron, and Simeon on the top rung of the ladder.
Excellent basketball by both squads. Nice double team by Kansas. Good rotation by Bucknell, but they just missed the open jumper.
Moody sets the screen. Miles, floater in the lane, too strong. Rebound to McNaughton.
Teams continue to shoot blanks.
You like the tempo?
Yeah, for Bucknell, this is great tempo right here. Run the shot clock down.
In Oklahoma City, nice spin move and a whistle as Bucknell is fighting Kansas. The Bison, the 14th seed in the Syracuse bracket. Kansas, the 3rd. And Simeon, with 13 points, picks up the foul, his first.
This has been a big-time struggle for Bill Self right here. His defense has not been good enough pressure-wise to create turnovers and fast breaks. Only 4 turnovers for Bucknell. Their execution has been excellent.
McNaughton at 6'11", Bob, with a nice soft touch. He's from Germany, only a sophomore, very nimble, 6 points, 3 buckets. Back inside Simeon. Well, he draws a crowd.
Oh, what a pass
to Moody.
That combination of post-to-post passing has been the most effective part of the Kansas offense. The other guy that we need to mention on the perimeter is Lee. He's been tough.
McNaughton double team. Now they go back down low, one side to the other, and off the window is the bucket by Mastropolo. His first, he averages just 3 points a game.
You think that Bucknell is not going to have much size being a Patriot League coming in here. Mastropolo 6'8", 250. McNaughton 6'11", 235. That's about as big as you can get.
Lee breaks the tie with the soft jumper. Got a game going on here in Oklahoma City. 16 minutes left. 37-35, Kansas.
The underdog controlling tempo, not turning the ball over, getting a quality shot each trip. McNaughton got fouled.
A whistle away from the ball. And a timeout in Oklahoma City. Kansas by 2.
Yeah, I have a little attitude, but I've earned it. I've put in the hours. I practice every day.
Jayhawks of Kansas by 2, 37-35. And Bob, one of the notable coaches at Bucknell, maybe some people may not know, Jimmy Valvano, head coach from 1972 to 1975. And by the way, he was your freshman coach at Rutgers.
Yes, played with us. He was only 1 year out of college during that time. Pat Flannery following in Jimmy V's footsteps. I'm sure he's smiling at how well Bucknell is playing in this game.
Down by 2 with 15:45 to play. They have been energized from the opening tip.
I am perplexed as to why Kansas can't pressure them more.
Tough shot on the follow away. Free throws for Charles Lee.
Bucknell really running whatever they want, using the clock, getting quality shots. Right here, the drive by Lee into the paint, gets hacked on the arm. Going to the free throw line. 76% from there for Charles.
Miles picks up his third, and so Hawkins is going to have to come in. 8 points for Lee, 3 of 10 from the floor. Makes the first.
Craig, Kansas is a team that should use their quickness and go after Bucknell in a game like this. Maybe they will at some point down the road in this game. But the way this game is going, it's perfect for the Bison and an upset. Controlling tempo, making enough shots, playing defense at this end, making it a struggle. The outside shooting has not been there for Kansas in this game. They are relying solely on the inside play of Simeon in particular. And there you are. Simeon and Lee with 25, the rest of the team with 12. Most of these have been inside as well.
5-second call.
This is a lethargic Kansas team. They seem to me to be just going through the motions. In such an important game like this, that's very surprising. Notice how far the orange jerseys are away from the basket.
3-point shot on the way, off the iron. Rebound goes to the Jayhawks, so they want to push a little tempo here. Michael Lee dumps it down low. Turn it over. Bucknell has it. They want to run. Badmus, and now it's kick, or was there a foul in the lane?
There's a foul right there on the loose ball. The official came all the way from the other side of the court to call this. This official does not call the play. The official on this side of the floor comes all the way over and makes the call.
3 on Hawkins, 3 on Miles. Under 15 to go. Soft baseline jumper. McNaughton with a nice touch for a 6'11 guy.
That guy is good. He has shown face-up jumper. He has shown hook. He has shown left hand and right hand in the post. He's also shown defense, slapping the basketball away. He's a big-time player.
Only a sophomore. 3-point shot on the way. Rattles it down is Hawkins. He's on the board. And now Kansas, Bob, with their 176th consecutive game with a 3-ball.
I'll tell you, it's about time because they have been struggling from out there. They need that badly.
1 of 8 now from behind the arc. Bucknell wants to answer. They do. Wow, Betancourt, good rotation on that 3.
Credit Badmus with a great dribble drive and penetrate as well. Hit him right on the numbers in his rhythm.
Betancourt, very seasoned, Bob. He started as a freshman. There's a errant toss that's picked off in mid-flight by Charles Lee.
Well, you think about the season for the Jayhawks. They were 20-1 at one time. Since that time, 3-5 in their last 8 games. Several close losses, admittedly, but they don't look like the Kansas team that was 20-1 earlier in the season.
Turn around.
Get out of here! You've got to be kidding me!
McNaughton tried to go in, went back out, and the big fella hits the jumper and opens up a 4-point lead. The long shot by Betancourt. And then McNaughton, you got to be kidding. Hanging and hits. We'll be back.
From the minute my son was born, I knew I wanted to be that dad. The guy who can show you how to throw a perfect spiral, fixing bikes and skateboard ramps, going to ball games. My father was that dad, and now I've become that dad. That's why I bought a 7.
The all-new 7-passenger 2005 Saturn Relay with the security of OnStar and DVD player standard. The 2005 Saturn Relay, starting at $24,485 MSRP.
Hello there, I'm Pat Simpson here with the Walkers, and today's project is outdoor cleaning, and the tool of choice is the Briggs & Stratton 2200 pressure washer.
With a powerful, easy-starting engine and the new Project Pro nozzle system, believe me, it's the right tool for faster, better results. Just look at the difference. There are quick-changing nozzles designed specifically for each type of project. There's Maximum for high overhangs and stubborn surfaces, General for driveways and decks, and Delicate for cars and boats. And for really big projects, we've included a time-saving turbo nozzle. Plus, there's even a step-by-step project guide with all sorts of great ideas for cleaning up around the house. The 2200 pressure washer with Project Pro. A great value and a great tool for outdoor cleaning. Briggs & Stratton, the power that works for you. Available at Sears and Tractor Supply Company.
The itching and burning of athlete's foot. Lotrimin Ultra gets rid of it with the latest prescription strength ingredient that penetrates to kill the fungus right where it starts. So powerful, 1 use a day is all you need. Lotrimin Ultra, the killer cure.
A rainforest, the ultimate torture test for your deck. Thompson's Water Seal Advanced, the ultimate protection. It seals out 99% of the water right from the start. For a longer lasting deck, get the most powerful protection against water damage guaranteed. Thompson's Water Seal Advanced.
.44-40 Bucknell. Oklahoma City, Kansas at 23-6, the Bison at 22-9.
Kansas came out of the huddle early. Simeon went to all 4 of his teammates to give him a little pat of encouragement.
Langford in on the floor, played 12 minutes in the first half, was 1 of 3 from the floor, battling that ankle and intestinal flu. Off the mark, he's 1 of 4. And another rebound for Bucknell.
Well, Langford certainly not the Keith Langford you're used to seeing. Well below 100%. Change in strategy. 3-2 zone on part of Kansas. Instead of getting very aggressive, they're getting a little bit more passive. They will have to try to find Betancourt on the pass through to the corner.
They work the corner to lead. Now Betancourt fires the 3 off the iron. Loose ball. Well, the Bison hit the deck. That was a good try by Mastropolo, but Simeon had it. Here comes Miles. Dishes to the corner. Back up top, Langford. They look for Simeon. Jump hook. Got it.
Giddens had a 3. Didn't even look at it. Very reticent to shoot the basketball. Another defense. Half-court trap. Effective.
And a timeout after the whistle. Oh, look at the emotion by Pat Flannery. Well, many Bucknell alumni gathering around the TV tonight with much interest in this game. And I know one notable alum is our boss, Les Moonves, Viacom co-president and co-chief operating officer, the class of 1971. And Mr. Moonves, I must compliment you on that incredible hairstyle. You were very much in vogue at the time.
That is one smart individual.
Simeon, jump hook. In and out.
Not many offensive rebounds available right now. Bill Self decides to stay with zone. Giddens on the front of this thing is very long, can contest shots out in front. A possibility positive for Kansas is that on long rebounds, they'll be able to run better out of zone than they would out of man-to-man.
In Oklahoma City, Betancourt connects from Tulsa. 19 for Betancourt, 47-42. It's the 14th seed, Bucknell Bison, taking on the 3rd seed, Kansas Jayhawks.
The formula for the upset very apparent in this one. Slow down the game, make threes, play solid defense, and don't turn the ball over. They have done all of those things in this game.
Bucknell from the Patriot League, Kansas a powerhouse from the Big 12.
Kansas played man-to-man most of the game. The last 3 possessions, they've decided to go 3-2 zone.
Inside, left alone, little head fake, got him up in the air. Loose ball, Bucknell, one on the shot. It never touched the rim, and Kansas will have it.
One of the few mental errors made by Pat Flannery's team today. Right here, you're right. The ball does not hit the rim at all. As a result, the clock continues to tick.
Miles brings it up for Kansas. Up to Lee, around to Langford on the elbow. Now Miles moving a lot as he finds Simeon. And boy, he just powered the baseline. Simeon was 17, 6 in this half.
Match up zone that time by the Bison. Pat Flannery trying to change tactics a little bit to give Simeon a different look, but it didn't work.
Simeon 8 of 10 from the floor. He needs some help.
Giddens out because he's not giving them anything offensively. Giles in, gets them a steal.
Here comes Miles. Oh, and Simeon follows the miss.
He's doing it all by himself, Greg. Not much help from his teammates.
Big 12 player of the year, and this Jayhawk crowd on their feet.
First against the matchup along the baseline. Knows the geography of the lane, and then he sprints out. The miss by Giles, the flush by Simeon. They're back.
Hammer throw is tough. It isn't just you against a 9-pound ball. It's you against yourself. It's pure concentration, and you have to dig deep inside to find every throw. It's brutal. I had to study biomedical engineering just to relax.
There are over 360,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us are going pro in something other than sports.
We're looking at the biggest ballpark heroes of 5-County Stadium. Parents with their kids. See, your kids don't need the mall or the TV or the computer. What they really need is you. That's all it takes to make you a hero. And we'll give you a ticket stub to prove it. Carolina Mudcats. It's a whole new ball game.
Join the Mudcats for all the opening week fun, Thursday, April 7th through Sunday, April 13th. For times and ticket info, call 269-CATS or visit GoMudcat.
It comes from within, faster, driving, the will to win. It's deep in your DNA. NASCAR, it's what you're made of. All season long on FX and Fox.
The power of advertising in NASCAR races. Sight, sound, motion. Get noticed. Call Time Warner Cable Media Sales at 800-476-7254.
Good look at the Kansas Huddle. Bill Self in his second year. Head coach formerly of Oral Roberts, Tulsa, and Illinois. 47-46 Bucknell. 9:20 and counting left to play here in Oklahoma City. The 14th seed against the number 3.
Kansas switched to zone defense has helped them. They were down 7 a minute ago. Right back in the game. Giles' steal was big.
Bucknell, Bob has been unintimidated by the Kansas Jayhawks. 19 for Betancourt. Simeon has answered with 19 of his own. There's a long 3, tried to bank it, and John Griffin missed it all. On the deck, loose ball, picked up Kansas. Here comes Langford, who did not start, but is obviously on the court playing, and Lee puts Kansas on top, 48-47. Lee now with 14 points.
Bucknell now needs to keep the composure they've played with in the entire game.
Short.
3 straight possessions and they haven't hit the rim. Keith Langford back in. Watch his eyes. Surveys the court. Nice bounce pass. Lee powerfully finishes this one.
Langford with 3 assists. 1 of 4 from the floor. He's been bothered, of course, by the ankle injury and intestinal flu. Did not play in the Big 12 tournament and really got off to a slow start. Jump shot, bang. Big jumper by Neese. Chris Neese, his first bucket.
Neese made a 3 to win the game on senior night. He's used to making tough shots. Only senior on the team.
Under 8 minutes left. Miles.
Every guy who catches it is looking for Wayne Simeon.
Nice move, but short on the jumper by Langford. Badmus covers up. He has yet to score in this game, but has been physical and has done a nice job running the point and keeping the tempo up.
And also playing defense on Aaron Miles. He's done a very solid job. Number 3, Charles Lee, is a likely candidate to shoot the ball. McNaughton, the big man, will take care of things in the paint. There he is.
The bounce pass high off the iron, and the rebound goes to Moody. Kansas picking up some speed, and there's contact underneath. I believe it's going to be on Giles, and a timeout. Bill Self will talk it over. Down 1.
Sunday. If you build it, he will come. Remember the mystery.
Hey, Annie! What was that? We didn't hear anything.
Remember the magic.
Dad, you want to have a catch?
Remember the movie that made you believe the impossible
Are you a ghost?
could become the incredible.
Ray, people will come, Ray.
Remember,
Man, I did love this game.
or for the first time visit Field of Dreams. Real classics. 8 Eastern Sunday on ESPN Classic.
At Geico, we're all about happy customers. In fact, our customer satisfaction is at 97%. But to get the other 3%, we're going door to door across America. And just a little aside to the people of Grand Rapids, I didn't know that was meatloaf.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
One of the great things about eHarmony is it forces you to be so honest.
You're not trying to put a commercial out there. You're just trying to be yourself.
If you've tried dating sites and been disappointed with the results, maybe it's time you graduated to eHarmony. It begins with our comprehensive personality profile that helps us match you based on who you are at the very deepest levels.
The person I found in Lance is incredible. eHarmony helped me find the love of my life.
Log on to eHarmony.com and get your personality profile. A $40 value, yours free.
2 more steps, guys.
Come on, Mom.
We've been to the video store and the dry cleaners. I think we've been in the car all day.
Hardworking engines need a hardworking oil. Pennzoil SUV, truck, and minivan motor oil. Not just oil, Pennzoil.
7-11 left here in Oklahoma City. Bucknell leading Kansas by 1. Bob, what kind of game? Well, it's been 4 ties, 7 lead changes. The largest lead for the Jayhawks, 5, and the largest lead for the Bison, 8.
Despite shooting better from the field, Kansas is behind. They've taken 10 fewer shots because they're a -6 on turnovers. They've only forced the Bison into 7 in this game.
Bucknell able to break the press.
Number 12, Betancourt, in the orange, will be the guy to look for the outside shot.
Badmus, nice bounce pass. Let the traffic go by, but no bucket for Neese.
Well, you talked about Badmus and the fact that he doesn't score much but sets up his teammates well. That was a good example right there. penetrated into the gap of the zone.
Mesa, 65% shooter from the line. And boy, Pat Flannery really has been emotional, quite candid on that sideline tonight.
Earlier in the year, they beat Pittsburgh, and that was called the greatest win in the history of Bucknell. If this were to happen, this would surpass that win.
Bison by 2, under 7 minutes left. The winner will take on Wisconsin on Sunday in round 2, and the Badgers had a tough game with Northern Iowa, but won by 5, 57-52. McNaughton picks up the foul, and Bob, important foul here at 6:33 left. That's number 4.
Well, he's not going to go to the bench for too long. He needs to be back within 5. Right here, anemic shooting, both teams from three-point range. That's not a good sign. Betancourt with 19, Simeon with 19, doing it in different ways. 10 steals for Bucknell.
Jayhawks inbounds the lead. 6.5 to go. Simeon jump hook short. Big rebound pulled down by Donald Brown, who had 3 buckets, 6 points in the first half for the Bison.
Both of these teams have been in a lot of close games this year. So both know what to do in end-game situations. Bucknell looks very confident with the basketball.
Indeed.
They're running Lee along the baseline, trying to pick up 2 screens for him. Next time he'll try to curl into the lane. Watch Lee guarding Lee on the left side of your screen.
Badmus draws a crowd. They kick it back out top. Starts the break. Kansas over the back. Simeon. And he's fouled from behind as Abe Badmus hustled back defensively.
Well, that is an excellent foul by Badmus. You don't want to give up a dunk right here. This is one of the few breakaways that they've had in this game. And the little guy comes from behind and fouls the big guy. Badmus, solid D.
The numbers on Wayne Simeon, 9 of 12 from the floor, 19 points, 8 rebounds. He averages a double-double. Makes the first. Vote for your Pontiac game-changing performance of each round. Nearly $150,000 of scholarship contributions is on the line. Take action and vote now at ncaasports.com/Pontiac. Simeon with 21.
He is a great free throw shooter, 82%, and he gets fouled a lot.
Oh, he's just a great player. Simeon now 21 points, the 15th game with 20 or more points this season.
Back to man for the Jayhawks.
We're tied at 50.
You've got to maintain your intensity for long periods of time.
Oh, the 3 falls down. Charles Lee. He's a 44% shooter from behind the arc. 53-50 Bucknell. Moody to Giddens. And now Miles trying to drive baseline, backs it out. Looks for help up top. Gets the catch by Lee. 12 on the shot.
Soft man-to-man, backing off, clogging the lane. Hoping to get help on Simeon.
Moody set the screen. The shot was off the mark, and the rebound goes to Betancourt.
That was not a good possession at all.
Bob, the confidence of Bucknell continues to swell.
Well, they're confident now. It can't get much higher than it is right now. They're playing absolutely superb basketball. Whatever move Kansas makes, they counter it.
Lee drives and then kicks to Betancourt. Long 3. And the rebound to the Jayhawks. Up high was Michael Lee.
4-on-2.
In the corner, Giddens. Short. Again. Around and out. A third try. It won't go, but foul shots for Wayne Simeon.
Well, Giddens is a shooter, and they got a clean shot for him, 2 in a row. And he cannot buy one today. The super effort, 5 orange jerseys around him. Wayne Simeon battling.
4 fouls now, Bob, on Mastropolo. Simeon.
McNaughton has 4 also, Craig. I think they should bring him back. You can wait too long on a guy, and here he comes now. You can wait too long to bring a sub back in, and by that time you get behind. He's going to rotate those two big guys down the stretch here. McNaughton will be on the offensive end more often, and Master Polo the defensive end if he can do it.
Simeon, great touch at the line, 23 points. He averages 34 minutes on the floor for Bill Self.
Well, he's got to have him out there. Langford's certainly not himself in this game, but he's the type of guy who can make a clutch play in the end.
Bucknell by 1. Coming up on the 4-minute mark, the whistle on the low block may be against Moody.
That was a good substitution by Pat Flannery, getting McNaughton back in. Their best interior offensive player. Moody gives him a shove from behind. Bill Self says, what about the foul at this end?
Moody picks up the foul, his first. Good look at McNaughton, the sophomore from Germany. It's a 1-and-1. Makes the first. McNaughton 62% from the line.
Has played big in big games for them this year.
With another and sinks it. A dozen for McNaughton.
McNaughton will leave Master Polo back. What we were talking about, the offensive defensive substitution. Pat cannot afford for McNaughton to foul out of the game. Wants him in at the offensive end.
4 minutes to play in Oklahoma City. The winner moves on to play Wisconsin. Bucknell by 3.
Matchup zone, you should attack this like it's a man-to-man.
Simeon puts it on the floor. The fall away, too strong. The Bison rebound. Big board by Badmus.
Very few offensive rebounds for Kansas in this game. Bison doing a great job blocking off. Taking the air out. Spread the floor. Shot running down.
Down to 12. Less than 3.5 to play. Miles picks it up baseline on the defensive end. There's a head fake. Betancourt turn it over. 2-on-1. Miles drives. A little circus shot, won't fall, but free throws. Free throws for Miles, held to just 2 points, and we'll come back to Oklahoma City.
On the next Cheap Seats, the glare.
You leave one more time, I kill you.
The stare.
I love you.
The patch.
Should have worn a belt.
The rant.
Would that be considered a death threat?
It's Poker Jokers. Cheap Seats, 10 Eastern Monday on ESPN Classic.
Saturdays, sports fans will be heard.
Hey, we're talking Patriots Dynasty.
The Pulse brings 3 interactive hours of fan feedback. You email us because the Pulse is the place to sound off.
This whole thing with Barry Bonds and steroids.
The Pulse, Saturdays 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern, only on ESPN News.
Here's a fun fact. Erected in 1963, the walnut stands 15 feet high.
I'll be in the car. Go where you want with your free weekend from Avis.
Orca. Oh, I love Orca.
I thought you loved the humpback.
I recently changed my mind.
But I thought we established that the Orca was mine. Now rent for a week and get a free weekend to use later. Find our lowest prices at avis.com.
You make this one, and we're going to DQ for a Cheesequake Blizzard. That's all right. 2 out of 3. Really want a Blizzard, buddy. Try to focus. I got that. Are you even looking at the rim? Okay, now. Just get in the car.
The DQ Cheesequake Blizzard treats in new raspberry and blueberry with chunks of real cheesecake. Score one.
Thank you, Dad.
No. Thank you.
3:11 left to play in Oklahoma City. This is the Syracuse bracket, and here's a note. The last 14 seed to win in the first round, Weber State out of Ogden, Utah, defeated North Carolina by 2. That was back in the 1999 tournament.
Was that Harold the Show Arsenault?
That was Mr. Arsenault.
Absolutely.
What a player. 3:11 away from Bucknell advancing. And Miles has something to say as he knocks down the free throw. Miles 3 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. Make it 4 for 4.
Kansas going to try to pick up full court. First possession this game. They need energy, but do not foul in a trap.
Badman's trying to break it, and Bucknell brings it across midcourt.
That is a well-coached team right there. Very difficult possession, getting it across. A surprise move like that. Great play by Miles. Boy, does he want to win.
On the deck, Badmus picks it up from the corner. Three-pointer falls down for Nice.
The Soul senior, you think he wants to advance? Wow, what a clutch shot.
58-54 Bucknell. Miles, Simeon.
Well, Simeon is going to get hacked every time he touches the basketball. Right in the corner. Nice by himself because of the trap. Got to the right spot. You get the ball to the middle, and then opposite. Chris Nice knocks it in. Wow.
42% shooter. Bob behind the arc. Langford with 2:27 left. Drives the paint, the floater with the left hand, no bucket, but free throws coming.
Langford looks a little tired to me out there. Has not practiced in 10 days. Needs to get his legs into this shot. Nice spin move in the lane. He's very, very difficult to guard, even when he's not 100%. Important free throws, obviously, here.
Bob, his line tonight, 1 of 6. 0 for 3 from behind the three-point line, 3 assists. And the 2 points came in the first half.
Still, he's your clutch guy. He's been with you for thick and thin. Mr. Kansas basketball the last 4 years is Keith Langford.
Nice and McNaughton check back in for Bucknell. Langford from Fort Worth, Texas. Eyes the second free throw and hits. Big, big free throws for the Jayhawks. Again, the press. Again, Bucknell breaks it. Badmus brings it up for the Bison.
Now the question here, Kansas needs to stick with their own man. Try not to help too much. Bucknell wants to spread the floor, get a shot late in the shot clock like they've been doing.
2-point game, 2 minutes left. Hop and a skip and a jump.
Great play by Lee. You can't get a better shot manufactured than that one.
15 for Charles Lee, 19 for Kevin Betancourt, and McNaughton has tossed in 12 for the Bucknell Bison. Greg Buller, Jack Bob Wenzel, our CBS crew back in Oklahoma City, and Bob, Kansas has won 21 straight first round tournament games. Their last first round loss, 1978 against UCLA.
That was a first round game? Wow. Well, they are not playing good enough defense at their end of the floor to stop Bucknell.
Simeon fed on the baseline. He'll go to the free throw line. And let's take a look at the CBS Sports Line stat of the game. Bucknell has picked the pocket of Kansas 10 times. The Jayhawks with 4. And for complete game stats, you can go to cbs.sportsline.com. Simeon with 23. Short. I didn't see any bend in the legs.
No, and fatigue setting in. Right now, Kansas using lots of substitutions, trying to get the quicker players in for full court pressure at the end. Well, after this free throw, you're going to see full court pressure. The last 2 times there have been doubles, nothing good has happened. It would be advisable for them to not double this time and just go straight man-to-man.
3-point game. Tossed away, picked up, Nice has it.
The bounce went their way.
It did. Moody nearly had it for Kansas. 1:30 to go. 3-point game, Bucknell and Kansas.
Keep your eye on number 3 in orange.
Contact in the lane. And it will be whistled on Simeon.
The drive by Badmus goes right by Lee. 3 guys fouled him on that one. Only a 64% free throw shooter.
Boy, look at that face on the Kansas bench. Badmus has not scored yet tonight. 11 assists. No turnovers.
Wow. Against Kansas in the NCAA tournament. That's something to tell his grandchildren about.
Bucknell feeling the excitement of the possible upset. 1:22 to play. Badmus leans in for the second free throw. The sophomore from Chicago. 62-57. Can the Jayhawk fans here in Oklahoma City?
They are reticent to shoot from the perimeter. That is a difficult situation right here.
Short on the three, and then a whistle off the rebound. 1:08 left in Oklahoma City. Can Bucknell pull off the upset over Kansas, the 14th seed in the Syracuse bracket against number 3?
They have been absolutely superb in this game. Betancourt from the outside with 29. Simeon with 24 from the inside. Expect full court pressure right here by Kansas. Nearly had a turnover the last possession, but Bucknell extremely well prepared.
Michael Lee with 15. Strong defender, making only his 8th career start. Langford did not go, or at least start this game. Has played minutes, but been ineffective. 4 points for Langford, who's been bothered with that ankle and intestinal flu.
What a great job by Pat Flannery getting his team ready for this.
Lee with another. Got it. Lee was 16 in this game. 62-59. A 3-point Bison lead. Again, Kansas putting on the backcourt pressure. The Bison break it. Lee diving. And a minute to go. Lost it. 2-on-1 and a breakaway.
An intentional foul. This will be 2 shots and the basketball.
And possession.
Right here, the only mistake he's made the entire game. The intentional foul on the breakaway. Charles Lee. So 2 free throws and possession of the ball. It's got to go inside to Simeon.
Lee, 89% free throw shooter. Yes. Lee, perfect from the line. He'll toe it again, 5 for 5. Got it. 18 for Lee, who averages 4 points a game. He has come on for Bill Self with 18 points. 62-61 Bucknell. And Kansas with the possession.
They have struggled half-court offense the entire night. Match-up zone right here. Simeon needs to find a seam.
Miles to Langford, lost the handle, gathers it in. 41 ticks left.
Nobody in a white jersey wants to shoot a jumper. Bill Self sees that. He's got to set something up for Simeon.
Timeout. 62-61 Bucknell.
This instant classic is presented by Saturn. People first.
I don't know. There's something about it. Windows down, stereo thumping, sunroof open, just you and your boys. Just cruising. Knocking back some juice boxes, heading to a pizza party. Cruising. That's why I bought a Saturn.
The class-leading 250 horsepower Saturn Vue Redline. Saturn. People first.
Last year, when you bought a bag of Baby Ruth, you got a free game of bowling. Another bag? Another free game. Millions of free games were given away. And this year, we're doing it again. That's right. There are millions and millions more free games of bowling in the return of the Baby Ruth free bowling giveaway. Hurry in and pick up specially marked bags of fun size, 10 packs, and minis, and get your free game today.
I'm okay.
Baby Ruth from Nestle, the real deal.
Stop treating me like a dead shrub, Nancy. I'm gonna beat this thing. Seriously, all the bushes point at me, they laugh at me. It's embarrassing. Oh, yeah, dropping off your laundry, right. Why don't you just put it under the name Shrub Killer?
Feed it once a week, no more than a tablespoon per gallon. Should be okay. Thanks, Jen. No problem, Nancy.
Ah, hey, look at me.
Let me guess. You forgot the grass seed.
Ace, the helpful place.
The North Carolina Tar Heels have won it all. Celebrate with Sports Illustrated's National Championship Package, featuring this UNC Championship hardcover commemorative book, free with your paid subscription. All the action and emotion of the full championship season is captured with SI's amazing photography and writing, found only in this must-have Tar Heels collectible. You'll also get this UNC National Championship mini basketball, a memorable way to honor the incredible North Carolina Tar Heels. Both Carolina collectibles are free when you subscribe to SI. Get 56 issues for only $1.59 an issue. Save over 60% off the cover price. Use your credit card and this championship hat is also free. Featuring the team's logo in Carolina blue, it was designed for SI in celebration of the nation's #1 team. Order now to get this exclusive UNC championship package from Sports Illustrated. You'll get the commemorative book, the collectible mini ball, and the championship hat all free with your paid subscription. Call or go online now.
On Real Classics Extra, our bottom line gives you info, facts, and just about anything you ever wanted to know about the movie and its stars. With Extra, you'll never look at sports movies the same way again. Real Classics Extra, Sunday nights on ESPN Classic.
ESPN Classic's got the greatest games from this year's NCAA tournament, from shocking upsets to incredible comebacks. Plus, the Men's National Championship, an instant classic marathon. The best games of the 2005 NCAA tournament starts 9 a.m. today on ESPN Classic.
2000. Classic.
I ran the 800. I studied mechanical engineering and industrial design. I was a conference champion. I graduated with a GPA of 3.2. It took hard work, discipline, and stamina. And believe me, I rely on those things every day raising my daughter.
There are over 360,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us are going pro in something other than sports.
37 ticks left on the clock here in Oklahoma City. You look at the numbers, Bucknell by 1. Possession arrow to the Jayhawks.
Kansas
Timeouts
only
remaining.
has 1 timeout left.
And Bucknell with 2.
Now, the thing to remember now, when a ball goes in the basket with a field goal with under 1 minute to go, the clock stops anyway. You don't need a timeout to stop the clock.
And Bob Self took that timeout with 19 on the shot clock. There's 37 seconds left.
He didn't like what he saw, had to get something going to Wayne.
Boy, baseline defense has been tough. And a whistle on the drive.
Simeon was completely surrounded by orange jerseys. Pat Flannery a little angry at the call, but Langford put it on the ground. That's what you need to do in that situation. 5 fouls on Badmus. He is done. A terrific job running the point tonight for Bucknell. Well, that is trouble. Likely John Griffin, the coach's son, will replace him, number 11. Badmus did a great job. You've enumerated his assists and great ball handling in this one. Pressure situation for the freshman guard to come in. Bucknell 62, Kansas 61. And again, the numbers on Badmus, he had 2 free throws, 11 assists, and did not turn the ball over. Langford's got 2 right here. If he makes them both, they are up 1. Solid defense. With Badmus out of the game, less dribble penetration available for Bucknell. Very unfortunate for them. What a great game that kid played. Bob, the weakness for Langford from the line. Only 59%. But he made the last 2 that he took. Simeon has 24 for Kansas. Michael Lee, 18. Langford with 4, looking for 5, and we're tied up. Lot of iron on that one. Oh, the faces of March. Look for number 3, Charles Lee, at the other end to create. Langford, the senior, hit them both.
Huge free throws for Keith Langford. 63-62 Kansas. Can Bucknell pull the upset? 15 seconds left in Oklahoma City. Down low, jump shot, got it! McNaughton! Kansas inbounds, the clock under 10, at 8, at 7. Pull-up jumper short. They reach for the rebound and a whistle.
Foul on Kansas. McNaughton, the 6'11" center from Germany. Single coverage. The jump hook off the glass and bottom.
To the free throw line goes John Griffin, a freshman from Philadelphia, who was taken over for Abe Badmus, who fouled out at the point. Bob, oh so big.
Still plenty of time for Kansas. He misses 3.5. They can go. A timeout.
2.4 seconds. Kansas will get a final shot at advancing to round 2. They have not lost a first-round game since 1978 to UCLA. Bob, give me the game plan.
Well, the situation right here is Kansas called timeout. If they did call timeout, they cannot advance the ball and take another timeout. Usually in that situation, with this much time left, you throw it to half court, take a timeout, and then inbound. They're going to have to use a circle play. There are no timeouts left for Kansas. As far down the court as they can, try to get the ball to Miles. He's got to dribble, try to get into the middle of the floor, and let it fly. The other option in this situation is the long pass to Simeon. Station Simeon just inside the free throw line. Throw a long pass to him in hopes that on the catch he would get fouled. The ball will be taken out underneath the basket, 94 feet away.
Aaron Miles, your best three-point shooter at 50%.
If you get the ball to Miles, you want to get it to him on the catch, on the run. You don't want to catch the ball going toward the out-of-bounds line. Too much time for that.
2.4 seconds left. Bucknell, the 14th seed. Kansas, number 3 in the Syracuse bracket. And the Bison are arm in arm on the sideline.
Simeon is just past half court.
Here we go. The inbound, the long pass, the turnaround. Simeon, no! And Bucknell has pulled the upset.
The NCAA tournament. This is what dreams are made of for basketball players. What a day for Pat Flannery and the Bucknell Bison. Who would have thought it?
Bucknell, Bob, the first Patriot League team to win an NCAA tournament game.
The long pass, the clock does not start until he catches it. Are you thinking about Christian Leitner? Almost. Front rim. That close to coming back.
You go to the money man. You go to the Big 12 Player of the Year. And Simeon, a terrific career, closes down here at Oklahoma City.
The celebration.
A stampede, Bob, of Bison.
Absolutely. Disappointment for Kansas, no doubt about that. But jubilation on the other side.
64-62 63, Bucknell.
An instant classic marathon, the best games of the 2005 NCAA tournament today.
Mountaineers are here after some first-round drama on Thursday. Shot clock down to 3. McKinney to Funk. Long 3, it was blocked. And Pitznagel's got it.
Oh, he's got Sally.
Sally, the two-handed slam.
What a great
2.4. And a timeout taken. Oh, what a sequence for West Virginia. A thrilling 63-61 victory over Creighton in the first round. And John Beilein, now in his third year as the head coach at West Virginia, has a bad case of laryngitis tonight. So we'll see how that affects his job out there on the sideline. Sally, Pitznagel, Gansey up front. Airbear and Collins are in the backcourt for West Virginia. And for Wake Forest, the number 2 seed in the Albuquerque bracket, coached by Skip Prosser. First round victory over Chattanooga, had to come from behind to do it. And the starting 5 for the Demon Deacons. Levy, Williams, Danilus across that front line, Gray and Paul, the talented guards for Wake. And the action tonight from Cleveland, brought to you in HD TV by Harris Corporation, the world leader in broadcast systems for high-definition television. West Virginia and Wake. It is the first meeting between these two programs since December of 1975. Wake Forest won that matchup 93-80. And Jimmy, when we saw Wake and Creighton the other night, we knew they had similar styles. That's not the case here.
No, absolutely not. Wake likes to go up and down. They'll like to score early in the lineup, but also a West Virginia defensive type of team also.
Mike Sanzier, Gerald Boudreau, and Steve Skiles, the officiating crew. West Virginia, the number 7 seed, needed some late game heroics to get into the second round. And we are underway from Cleveland. A spot in the Sweet 16 is on the line, and a meeting with Bobby Knight's Texas Tech Red Raiders.
The test of tempos, and Williams, a power player down low.
And rejected. Pitznagel got it. West Virginia is running. Collins ahead. And knocked out of bounds. Last touch. They've got conflicting stories here, and it's going to be last touch, West Virginia. One official had Wake Forest taking over. The other had the Mountaineers holding on to it.
Collins coming off, trying to get the big guy on the run just then. I'm not so sure to start the game you want to do that, but will Wake be able to go up and down the floor? Will West Virginia be able to spread the floor at their offensive end and slow this tempo down?
Demon Deacons got off to the slow start the other night. Danilus with a slam to start play.
And a good job by Levy just then to make that play happen. Wake pushing up a little bit. This is to try to get West Virginia to play a little faster than they may want to.
There's Collins going to the hole. Pitznagel ties it up.
That's a layup for Pitznagel. If you've been watching him, he just goes out further and further. Has been really shooting the 3-ball great.
He had 17 points to lead West Virginia in that win over Creighton. Chris Paul was the high man for Wake Forest in the first round victory. Another jam for Wake. This time, Eric Williams, perfect position.
And you would anticipate that Wake Forest is really going to try to get Eric Williams involved offensively early in this game. Probably force West Virginia to put Dior Fisher in the ball game defensively.
Pitznagel hands it off. Sally, the hero the other night here in Cleveland. Ball movement. And Sally can't finish around the ring.
He had a layup on the other side, didn't realize it. Tried to go to reverse. Danilus a factor.
And here is Paul. Wheeling on the inside, it rims out. Collins moves it ahead. Sally will challenge Danilus with a jumper.
A little extra dribble right there by Sally, forcing Danilus to retreat one extra step to the basket.
12 points for Sally the other night. Also had 2 steals in that one key block down the stretch. The jumper against Funk. And a foul called. Gansey looking for the steal as Gray had it out front. West Virginia season summary. Big East tournament runner-up. That solidified their positioning for the NCAA tournament. And they just keep on rolling along. They've won 8 of their last 10 games. Haven't been to the Sweet 16 since 1998.
And John Beilein, not too much time to prepare for Wake Forest, but very, very good in his preparation in terms of the way this team focuses at the defensive end now, also with a 1-3-1, looking for some traps, but trying to speed Wake Forest up a little bit. That's not getting in there.
And Pittsnoggle able to step in front for the steal. Collins will run the offense for the Mountaineers. Air Bear gets a touch.
And Danilus on Pittsnoggle to play him right here out on the perimeter, not to give him that open shot. Good decision by Wake Forest.
Mike Gansey, the Cleveland native, gets rid of it. Collins, the leaner, and rebounded by Danilus. Paul pushing tempo. Straight down the middle. Paul, contact, and it's rebounded by Gansey.
Good no call. If anything, Paul came into Pittsnoggle.
Now Collins will set things up. We are tied at 4. Just about 3 minutes gone by in this first half. Knocked out of bounds. And Craig Littlepage able to scoop it up. NCAA rep here. And doing a terrific job. Classy individual, the AD at Virginia. There is Skip Prosser in his 4th year at Wake. 9th appearance in the NCAA tournament. And Prosser's got some connections to West Virginia. We'll tell you about that as the first half continues.
And he's made a switch now with Williams on Pittsnoggle.
Sally. Oh, that's pretty.
Continues to get better and better as the season progresses. Sally making great decisions. Nice step in by Collins just then.
And he got the help. Pittsnoggle able to scoop it up off the deck. Here's Collins. Tried to whip a pass, but Paul is too quick. Chris Paul elevates for the jam.
And there's one that, team-wise, Paul had Levy 3 steps ahead of him down the floor, too. And it's funny how Levy just turned and walked back the other way when Paul went in for that layup just then.
Chris Paul, the leader of this team, even though he's just a sophomore. And he has tied this one up at 6. Air ball for Pittsnoggle.
See how far Williams has to come out on the floor. Not very comfortable out there.
Sally. And drawn loose by Gray. Reach-in foul against the Wake Forest guard.
Chris Paul is extremely quick, pushing the ball down the floor at the offensive end, can stroke the ball from long range also, but in the open floor is as good as anyone in the country with his speed and his decision-making on the fly.
4 NCAA tournament games, averaging just under 21 points per contest. As Gray heads to the bench, his first foul.
Watch for the backdoor cuts. They spread the floor, West Virginia, looking for opportunities. They get into it a little to the slow side every so often, but they bait you into leaning.
Pittsnoggle catch and shoot. A 3 doesn't go. Jerron Downey now in there for Wake. And also, Chris Ellis has checked in for the first time. Williams! Eric Williams, an uncontested slam.
Once again, the factor of Paul coming down on the right side of the floor, bringing defenders to him. The quickness, like lightning outside to break people down.
By my arithmetic, that's their 4th dunk. They've got 8 points.
It's an easy way to play.
Collins, ball fake,
nice
driving.
look.
What a nifty pass to Gansey as Collins went with a blind feed.
Good hands by Collins just then defensively. This is the type of pace Wake likes to play.
There's Paul spinning. Air Bear got a little piece. Paul, the leader. Soft touch.
No dunk, but just a 2-pointer coming through in the floater by Paul.
Chris Paul from Louisville, North Carolina, grew up 10 minutes away from the Winston-Salem campus. Air Bear needs some help. Pittsnoggle way outside. Wake with a 10-8 lead on West Virginia. Here's Sally handling it, 12 to shoot. Not a lot of movement for West Virginia in the half court. Pittsnoggle fending off, double team. Pittsnoggle leans in, way off on the banker. Sally, he cleans it up.
Difficult shot to rebound also because Pittsnoggle out of control. We've seen him make shots like that. That was nothing but glass, but Sally with a strong rebound and tracking the basketball down.
Tied at 10, and we have had virtually no stoppages. Inside, Williams, double team. Williams using the body for the bucket.
Boy, is he ever strong. I mean, he's got a great upper body, but his leg strength and positioning really sets the tone for him.
And a 12-10 Demon Deacons lead.
The pace is okay for you, huh?
Yeah. I'm handling it. Thank you. Gansey bouncing. Sally ball fake. Air bear. That's a long three.
Short. Nice tip by Pittsnock.